Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. We're about to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not going scene by scene. I'm just going to talk about things that stood out to me. So in the first scene, what irked me the most was Marceau going to Africa by himself, and then Tisha telling us that she's never been to Africa. So I'm just like, so you went to Africa without your wife and your kids, and you know this lady ain't been there. And he said his phone didn't work down there. And I'm just like, Marcel's so full of shit. Mind you, I'm well versed in Love and Marriage Huntsville. I've been watching this since season 1, so I know what's going on. And Martell is full of, Marceau, Martell, and Maurice at this point have proven to me to be full of shit. So, the other thing that annoyed me was the fact that he wants to get an assistant, and he said he doesn't want the assistant, put emphasis on he don't want him to be a man. And it's just like, you insist on playing in this lady's face, and she better than I be. She's better than I ever be, because you won't continue to play in my face like that. Let's skip over to Martell and Lewis. They met up at the gym, so they're chopping it up. And Martell keeps trying to spin this narrative that Mel cheated on him. And it's like, bro, stop saying that shit, because we're not buying it. You trying to make it seem like what you did to her, what she did, allegedly did, was worse than what you did to her. Like, bruh, y'all was separated. So, and then would it matter that she got some? You was out getting some, so y'all even. So you stop bringing that up. Martell tap dances on my last nerve. Like, I hope we not finna get a whole bunch of Martell this season. So, what else did they talk about? This whole episode ended up being about this picture that Marceau posted on his page of him, Martell, and Maurice in Atlanta or in Vegas, somewhere they was at together, where they probably wasn't supposed to be their ass at, and apparently, allegedly, old girl took the picture. Lewis tells Martell, he like, thank you for having my back at the reunion, because they getting on my back about, pillow talking, but is that not the equivalent of you posting that messy ass picture? And then Marcel was like, yeah, you got a good point. I'm like, you have an excellent point, Lewis. Side note, Monique. They showed Monique, and I'm like, yes, girl, you better give. And I am so happy that she got another opportunity to show the people that she's not a fucked up individual. Because I don't believe that she a fucked up individual. And I hope that Giselle and Robin somewhere choking right now. Anyway, so Kimmy and Maurice. Kimmy has gotten a new dog. The dog name is Zeus, and she said Zeus has been her therapy, throughout this whole ordeal. And she felt like, children and pets are the only person that give you unconditional love. And then she also mentions the post to Maurice. And I hate the fact that Maurice and Marceau like to do this whole song and dance before they answer a question. Like, she asked him directly, did you sleep with the linebacker? And he was trying to go through this whole rigmarole. She's like, no, I don't need all of that. Yes or no. So he ended up saying no, and therefore I felt like that was too much. But Ariane is the type of bitch that would say just a fat girl or a heavier set woman is a linebacker. She didn't necessarily have to be a linebacker. That's just some shady shit she was trying to say. Because quiet as it's kept, Kiowa is not a small woman. Let's be real. And the fact that he said to Kimmy, I mean, listen to the story. Anybody that knows me would tell you that I would never be with a linebacker. And I'm just like, what? That was problematic for me. Because what the fuck do that mean? That they spin stuff to me in a way that you ask them something and they able to curtail around it, so when shit hit the fan, they could get off on a technicality. And I don't like that. And I know Kimmy and them see it and they be excusing the shit because this is bullshit. I know it's bullshit. They always out there allegedly, probably, more than likely, doing dirt. Kimmy also told Maurice that he needed to talk to his brother. You know, this shit needed to be addressed. And the fact that Martell and Maurice got this mentality of, well, I don't give a fuck, so I don't need to address it. Well, you are on a platform and you are married, so you need to reassure your wife that there's nothing going on, because if you don't say anything, then you leave room open for interpretation. So you gotta address that shit. Let's skip over to Destiny. I'm sorry, y'all. The song was cute, but the voice was struggle. Like, and it just is what it is. Feel how you feel. Destiny must have really been reading the comments, because she decided to share with us that while she was going through this divorce, she ended up having to be on public assistance in 401k, and she had to ask her father to help her. And I never wanted to, like, believe that that baby might not be his, but if this was your husband, even if it was for a short period of time, why are you not getting any type of compensation from him as regards to that baby? Like, you shouldn't have had to get on public assistance. Correct me if I'm wrong, but something still is being left unsaid. I mean, and of course, who would want to admit to that? But that's what it's kind of feeling like. Sorry, sis. Then she ends up saying that the music is going to help recoup. And I said, no, boo. Stick to Madani and let's try to find some other business ventures, because the voice ain't going to be it. And then you finna give Melody a reason to drag you and think you want to be like her. Because that's definitely what she going to say that is given. But, ooh-wee. So then they start talking about what happened after the reunion. Apparently Destiny's hotel room and Mel's hotel room was right next to each other. And Mel could hear Destiny and Tisha talking to each other. And Mel said that she had overheard Tisha say, oh yeah, because Mel's a Scorpio. So Mel ends up having lunch with Destiny, and they talk about that situation, and Mel ends up telling her that I didn't like the fact that you was over there talking to my enemy. And then I'm like, why the fuck would you tell Tisha that, knowing how she get about every fucking thing? So of course this is gonna start an issue later on down the line. And then Destiny ends up saying that she's seen some of Mel's relationships end up being like this. And she said, I just never thought it would be me. Now, this situation I feel two ways. Because let's skip over to Mel and Kimmy. The way Mel tells the story, she says that Mel says that After that, she said she walked down to the room and she said, y'all need to lower y'all voices because I can hear you. And then she went back to her room. And then when Destiny and Mel got back to, I guess, Huntsville, they end up having brunch. And Mel said that Destiny admitted that she was talking shit about, they was talking shit about her. And Mel said, I didn't ask about the details of what they said. It's not even so much about what they said. It's the fact that, Destiny, you are supposed to be my friend, and you talking to me negatively with someone that me and her have been on the fence. Which I understand. However, I'm not a huge Mel fan because I don't like the way she's passive aggressive. She be nice nasty, and she does stuff or says stuff in a way to make it seem like she didn't do anything. And then when you confront her about it, it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, like that Southern Belle shit. And I don't be liking that all the time. Like, I'm not shitting on her or nothing. I think she's beautiful. I think she's intelligent. I think she has a great business sense. I think she got she's not the best singer, but she got a nice little voice on her. So, I just wouldn't kick it with her. And she probably wouldn't kick it with me, which is fine. But she's not my personality type. So, it's a sticky situation, really. Both of them. Destiny was being messy though, I feel like, for even telling Tisha that, because she know that's gonna stir some shit. So Mel and Kimmy also talk about the picture, and they just steady showing this picture. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but they done showed this picture at least 50 times throughout this episode. Every time they said the post, they would show the damn post. I'm just like, oh my God, can y'all stop showing this picture? Like, we get it, we synced it. Mel asked her, like, do you believe him? And she's like, yeah, I believe my husband. And then Mel says in the confessional, girl, like, basically, no shade, sis, but I believe my husband too. And look where I ended up. And I'm just like, yeah, I agree. So apparently, Kimmy and Marceau have been in a relationship since 2014. If memory serves me correctly, I believe I ran it back. She said they bought a house in 2014. This incident happened in 2015. They were married in 2018. I might be screwing that up. But Kimmy said the deal breaker is cheating for her. However, if it happened before they got married, then it's not a big deal. And if that's the case, then why are we still talking about it? Like, why are we still pressed about it if it's not true? Then you don't care. I'm mainly focusing on Maurice because the jury has always been out about Marceau. I believe that he definitely out here in these streets. If you could take a whole trip to the other side of the world without your wife and not a whole lot of means to contact her and your children. Marceau is given very much lackluster for me as a husband and as a damn father, because I will never forget that he didn't even know that his baby was allergic to peanut butter. I'm not saying he's not a good provider. I just think that he's a lackluster I don't want to say lackluster father, but that's what it's giving. Like, you don't know your baby. Like, you would have gave this baby a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you'd have had to take that baby to the hospital. Or maybe an EpiPen, but still. Like, that's something you should know as a parent. You can't even be left alone with your children. You the type... Marceau is the type of man that feel like that if his wife goes out, he is babysitting his children. You can't babysit your own kids. Them your kids. You don't babysit your kids. They're yours. They just with you. And mom is gone. Anyway, I'll get off on a tangent and gonna forget where I'm even going. Mel invites Destiny not Destiny, Kimmy to a slumber party that she's gonna have, and she said that the only person that's going that she's got that that Kimmy would know is Tiffany. So Kimmy was like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'm coming." So they all get to dinner, and Marceau, then when they immediately open the scene, Marceau is basically saying that he felt like the picture was a joke. Like, he thought it was a key and everybody was just gonna move on. It was like, you might be able to pull that little slick shit, funny shit with Tisha and she let it go, but you playing with other people's marriages and their lives. Because you low-key threw your brother under the bus with that shit, because had you not posted that picture, we wouldn't even be going through all of this. So, Kimmy went right in and said, what was your end game, you know, with posting this picture? And Marceau said, you know, I just thought it was funny, and I didn't think that, you know, y'all would be involved. And I'm just like, how did you not think that they wouldn't get caught in the crossfire of that bullshit? I was just telling my mama that, like, people would do something or say something shady or hurtful or damaging that might not be meant, was meant for somebody else, but ends up hitting you or hitting the next person. That's what happened. Like, why would you even do that? You damn near implicated, you implicated yourself and your brother. Because what was both of y'all doing down there? Because that's the next thing that Kimmy and Maurice brought up to Marceau. Like, how do you think Tisha feels about this? Like, would you have thought it was funny if I posted a crib, like a baby crib? I said, oh no. He said, outside baby. I said, oh no, not outside baby, which we still not entirely sure about. I said, ooh wee. They finna give it to us this season, ain't they? Was that all that I had? No. One more thing. I don't know. Tisha kind of be irking me because I feel like she always looking up at Marceau as like trying to impress him or gain some approval when she say certain things, or she's looking for a reaction. Because when Kimmy and Maurice asked Marceau, how do he think Tisha felt about it? And then Tisha looked up at him just to see his reaction, and then he downplayed it, and then that's how she know, okay, what route I'm about to go. That irks me. And then it was something she said in the confessional, and after she finished saying it, she looked over at him, you know, just to see how he would react, and he was just, you know, like this. And I'm just like, y'all make me sick, honey. But this season look like it's gonna give everybody look good, as they always do. So we're gonna be getting into Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.